Good morning, vlog. It is 9 a.m. We honestly both got up later than usual, but we also laid down for bed later than usual.
Because we watched that long-ass movie last night.
Yeah. I am going to run out here in a minute. My mom left her keys in her car last night. Or left her keys in my stepdad's car last night. Because I mentioned in yesterday's vlog, their dog passed away. So her, she obviously her thinking wasn't thinking. And so now she doesn't have her car keys. And I try to help my family when I can, because when we are out of town or do things or whatever, we usually do have to call my mom and be like, can you check on Dexter, or can you put a package away or something? So I always try to help people when they help me. Moral of the story. So I'm gonna go help her and do that. And I was supposed to see my little brother today anyways, and for a lunch thing, but he's not going to school now, but at least I will get to see him for a minute today, because I'd like to just see him and comfort him, be comforting to him. But yeah.
Morning. I have to work today, per usual. Another day, another dollar. I don't have much. I'm just getting up. I got up and jumped in the shower, so I don't have much to tell you yet today, but I'm sure I will. I'm sure we'll get to yapping in a little bit.
Hey guys, I am in the car. I'm on my way back home from visiting with my mom for a little bit. So I thought I would just hop on and say hi. I'm currently listening to Tyler, the Creator's new album, and I don't hate it, actually. I saved a couple songs. I'm not huge on him, but I don't not like him either. He does usually have some songs here and there that I like, and I do think he has a uniqueness to him as an artist. So yeah, I wanted to check that out, so I'm listening to that. And then I'm on my way home. I'm gonna eat some lunch, and then I have a decent amount of laundry to tackle. I would like to try to finish my book today. It might not happen. It might be tomorrow. But I want to get at least some reading in today. My reading goal of the day or whatever. And yeah. So that's what's going on. Sean is down here editing the vlog at the moment and eating some lunch. Do you want to say hi to the vlog? Okay. Sean does not want to say hi to y'all. Yeah, so Sean is down here editing the vlog. He was just eating some lunch. I just finished up some of the laundry in our room. I took a bit of a break from that, but here in a little while, I'm also gonna try to just organize and tidy up that room a bit more. And I want to I mentioned earlier, I'm going to try to finish my book, because I'm almost done, and I'm really into this one, and I want to talk to you all about it. And then also, I'd set that goal of finishing all those books before October, and I only have a couple days. So one of the coffee shops that is local to us, they updated their app, and so they gave a $6, they posted that they gave a $6 reward to anybody who updated their app and reset their password. So I am going to go get a coffee for $1. So yeah. Also forgot to mention, I'm talking to the vlog. I also forgot to, one of my favorite things, to do, just in general, is sit on the porch with my coffee and a book and read. And so I was like, oh, I can go get me this little treat and then work on reading my book. So yeah. Something I just realized today when I grabbed my drink, because somebody of course said it to me when they handed it to me. They're like, yeah, we just saw an order come through for James Bond. We thought somebody was just joking around. And so my legal name is James Bond. My first name is James, after my late grandfather. And I have never went by James, never been called James. I've always went by Tyler, but my first name is James. And when I took on Sean's last name, my name did in fact become James Bond. I do think eventually I would like to legally reverse it to Tyler James. Then that means I have to go through getting a new social security card and driver's license and credit cards and all that stuff. But it's just so annoying because it's like, it was annoying before because James has never been my name. Like, I've never went by that. And then now just like hearing the James Bond things everywhere I go. Yeah, so. But just a little story time for you all there. Frank was actually kind of hitting the spot. Honey Brothers is hit or miss. And a lot of times they do be missing, I feel. Sean's not really a fan of Honey Brothers. Their food is really good. I feel like if we get Honey Brothers, it's out of like convenience. Like if that's what we're near. But this drink today was $1.30. So.
Hey vlog. It's almost 8 o'clock. I'm making dinner right now. We're watching Kamala Harris's not her last speech, but her closing argument, if you will. She came on stage. She just came on stage in DC. We're going to be watching that while we eat, but I'll show you what I made real quick. It's a meal I've made a few times in the vlog. Tyler's come to really like it. I got it from one of those AI Facebook pages. But the main course, I don't know if it shows well, but it's like this creamy chicken situation. I'll put the recipe like right here, but it has like cheese on it. It's like a mayo base. It's really, really good. I've made it a few times. I have green beans sauteing. They're about done. I didn't, because this is so creamy, I didn't add any butter or extra seasoning to the green beans or to add some jasmine rice in the Instant Pot that I'm going to plate up. It's done now. I didn't want to add more cream or oil to anything, so everything else is pretty bare. Just the chicken is pretty heavily creamy and seasoned. But I'm going to plate it up and then we'll get back to you in a little while. Just wanted to touch base because I have it in several hours. It was a crazy, crazy, crazy work day, but I'll talk about that more later on. And here it is, plated up on both of us. That's gonna be Tyler's, that's gonna be mine.
Is to set free
and honestly,
the violent extremists.
That's Mother.
Those law enforcement officers on January 6th.
Early vote's still not open here in Kentucky. It opens up on Thursday. We're probably gonna go vote either Thursday or Friday just to get it done, because I don't want anything to happen on Tuesday and us not be able to vote. I've never missed an election in my life. I voted for every primary, every general, every ballot issue. I have never missed an election since I turned 18, and I'm not. This is the most important one, so register to vote. But I'm gonna serve dinner. It's still cooling down, and then talk to you in a little bit. Hey vlog, it's 9:55. As you guys know, I like to talk about tech every now and then, and iOS 18.1 with Apple Intelligence is out, and I've tried to download it. Well, I've downloaded it to all my devices, my phone. I every once in a while try to become an iPad person. I have one, and I always pick it up for a few days and then put it back down. But I don't know. What are your thoughts on not you, but I mean I do care about your thoughts, but I think we talked about it. But the viewer on Apple Intelligence, I think there's potential, but I don't have a use case for it yet. I tried to use the writing tools earlier, but I don't really be writing things. I did use it to write an Excel formula earlier, and that was really helpful. But yeah, what do we do tonight? Or anything you want to talk about before we get into our game?
We really didn't do anything tonight. We mostly just sat on the couch. We didn't watch anything really. We just vibed on our own, which is fine. There are nights like that.
I love nights like that.
So,
because we have some nights you just. I was watching my TikToks. He was watching his TikTok. It's funny. We landed on the same TikTok at least once. Where I heard him listening to a TikTok of some Ticketmaster TikTok, and I was like, wait, are we on the same one? And we were.
I do know there's another horror movie that's dropping tomorrow on Netflix that I would like to watch. That I saw something about on Twitter today. But
Keep out of time, ain't they?
yeah, they're coming up on it. yeah, they are coming up on it.
Halloween's on Friday. I don't think we're doing anything for Halloween this year.
Well, it's on a Thursday.
Yeah, we're voting.
I'm sure we'll have to watch a scary movie that night, but
You don't have to. It's not the law.
oh no, we'll be watching Megan Thee Stallion's documentary that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we could have made that any gayer. All right. It's time for our nightly game of 365. If you're new here, and there are some of you that are new, we've actually gained a decent chunk of subscribers today. Welcome. But this is a game we got at Target. It's called 365. It's a 365 questions. You're supposed to do one day a year, but we are just like trying to speed it up a little bit. So we're doing like 2 or 3 a day usually. And we throw them at the end of our vlogs. We answer them if they're not like too out there or something that we want like our family to know because of like privacy reasons. But we generally answer them or if it's like an activity that we don't feel like doing. The whole point is for us to talk to each other, but also like we use it as an avenue for you guys to get to learn something about ourselves. So today we're doing days 140, 141, and 142.
I'll take it. I'll take it over.
So my hands look like this.
Is there a fight we had that you never fully got over?
No.
No. You can't be holding on to that stuff, so that's an easy answer. No, holding on to aggression is not healthy.
Yeah, and not to say like we don't have our disagreements as a couple. Hold on. Not to say we don't have our disagreements as a couple. I try not to have that like sound going. But usually like we will talk about it, resolve it, and just move on. And I think
we either come to an agreement
or we agree that we don't have an agreement.
Yeah.
But generally like dwelling on something and it doesn't do anybody any good. So
no. And I think one of like the main things about a partnership is like that you are not gonna agree with your partner on everything. Like that's just statistically impossible. And so sometimes that requires some bending one way or the other or meeting in the middle, whatever.
So you have to learn to disagree with somebody. That's an important part of a long-term relationship is like you have to learn how to disagree with somebody. Yeah. It is unnatural. It doesn't feel good, but it's part of it. Day 141.
That's more like an activity. It says pick a new anniversary or milestone to celebrate every year.
We're about to have a baby.
We're about to have a baby. That's a milestone that will be celebrated. But
we acknowledge. I mean, our wedding anniversary is June 17th. We've had one. We generally like we'll grab dinner on like our actual dating anniversary, which is in September.
September 21st.
Yeah. I don't know. We celebrate like anytime there is something to celebrate, we generally do it. Day 142.
What do you think are my strongest beliefs?
Your strongest belief, I think, is that Miley Cyrus is the greatest artist of all time. But your other strongest beliefs are, I mean, really, like, Tyler grew up in a conservative town, and, like, his old Facebook posts reflect that sometimes. But your strongest belief, like, even in it, was, like, you were pretty pro, like...
When he says old Facebook post, by the way, that is not something that you need to just be throwing out there. When he says that, he means that in, like, a Christian way. Like, my old Facebook posts reflect, like, Christianity.
Christian evangelicalism that he was raised in.
But not...
Nothing problematic.
Yeah,
no.
don't get it.
Just, like, scripture.
Yeah.
Like, nothing crazy. But even in that, he's always, like... was like treat everyone with kindness, love everybody, everyone's worth something, and like he really believes that. He doesn't believe that he is any better than anybody just because of socioeconomic status, where he was born, color of his skin, gender, like he just thinks everybody is worth being treated fairly and equally, and that is, I think, his strongest belief.
I would agree. I just try my best to be nice to everybody. I don't like people being mean to me, so why would I be mean to anyone? I think Sean's strongest belief is...
I feel like every belief
I think
have
something
is strong.
Sean says a lot is that you have to leave or meet people where they're at.
Yeah.
Sean says that a lot, and so I don't know why that's what comes to mind, but I think that is what comes to mind. I think a lot of times, not that people can't change, but that's just something I find Sean saying a lot, and so I think it's like, I think he obviously really believes that, and that for the most part, most people are who they are, and you have to be willing to like accept that or leave it.
Yeah, I think what I say is you have to like you love people where they are sometimes, and like what I mean by that generally is that there are people I disagree with over some pretty serious things, or like people I won't get apologies from, and that like to kind of move forward with myself, I have to like kind of accept that I'm not going to get an apology or something from them, and just love them where they are, leave them where they are, or meet them where they are, and like not expect them to come to me, and that's okay. Sometimes that's just where you have to like let things lie. But that is one thing I believe. But I believe like everything strongly. I don't like halfway believe anything.
Same. I'm pretty firm in my beliefs.
Anyway, that's gonna do it for tonight. I just updated my iPad. I'm gonna play on it for a little while. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you tomorrow.